Hey friends, Merry Christmas and welcome to your posterior chain active recovery. Let's get started with our warm-up, marching in place, hand to opposite legs. Let's see, like I said, it's posterior chain, so that will be glutes, hamstrings, and calves. Our mobility moves are going to be kick back leg lift. We're gonna do a calf raise, but each round the calf raise is gonna be a little bit different. But you probably will need some wall space for that, to put your hand on the wall just for some help with some balance. Then we're gonna do an elephant walk. You will need a elevated surface. If you don't have something like this box, all right, let's go ahead and rotate those hips out. You can use a coffee table, a chair, a couch, whatever you got around. You are gonna want it up a little bit though off the ground, because otherwise you're gonna be bending over really far, okay? Then we have a figure 4 glute bridge. So I think the only thing we're going to need for this workout is the elevated surface and some wall space and a mat. 2, 1, kick back leg lift. So we're gonna come down to the ground. We're gonna kick a leg back. We're gonna kick up and lower down. Pull that core in. Foot is flexed. 2, 1, switch legs. Nice job. We're gonna stand up, we're gonna come to a wall, hand on the wall, and we're just gonna do a regular calf raise. So probably for this one, you don't necessarily need a wall for balance, but you probably will on the next 2 rounds. So for the sake of consistency, I'm gonna stand by a wall. If you're not, that's okay. Really push up through the balls of your feet here. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Elephant walks. We're gonna bend forward. We're gonna put our hands on whatever that elevated surface is, and then we're going to extend one leg back and then the other. So we're lifting that heel up off the ground, and then we are pushing back. Should feel a nice stretch here. After this move, we're gonna come down to the ground for a bridge. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Come on down. We're gonna lay back. We're gonna cross one leg over top in a figure 4. We're going to push up and lower down. Now, if you cannot do a figure 4 while pushing up into a bridge, you can just lift your leg up and do it like this. You just won't get as much of a stretch in that hip of the leg that's resting on top. So up to you. 3, 2, 1, switch legs. I told Kellen this morning, I said, I'm definitely feeling much better, much more like myself. 3, 2, 1. And he's like, how do you know? I said, because while I love Active Recovery Week, I truly do, it feels so good and it's much needed. I found myself wishing that the workout was harder today, and for the past week, I have not wished that. I have not wanted that, and it's actually worked out perfect that this was an Active Recovery Week, but today was the first day, and like I said, about a week, that I was like, you know what, I kind of wish I was like lifting heavy and kind of pushing myself. And that time's coming. But it's a good sign. Good sign that we're on the right track. All right, let's do those kickbacks again. All right, extend that leg. We're gonna kick up and down. It's really hard for me to not do the pulse at the top. Because usually when we do this movement, we're pulsing up here. We don't need a pulse today. We're just kicking back and lowering down. Two, 1, other side. One, nice job. And we're gonna do a single leg calf raise this time. Just gonna bring that leg up, push up, resist on the way down. Three, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Y'all like the music? I like the theme music. Not sure if it does much for, you know, pumping us up, but it is fun. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Elephant walk. Push that hip back. Over halfway done. Two, 1, nice job. We'll be done with that. Figure 4 bridges. Cross one leg over top, push up, lower down. Three, 2, 1, other side. mobility portion. We are going to do a deeper stretching round. So you'll need a wall for the first move. We're gonna stretch out our calves. Then we're gonna do a posterior chain sweep that is standing. And then we're gonna come down to the ground for the third and fourth move. And that's gonna be hamstring circles and a pigeon. So should get our glutes, hamstrings, calves nice and stretched out. Get them ready for next week when we will start going over some of our basic movements and making sure we are using correct form, okay? So before we move into the new year, before we start kicking our own ass, we are going to do a little bit of a review and make sure we're moving the right way, okay? Hands on the wall, friends. And pick a side, and you're gonna extend that leg back, stretching out that calf. Keep the leg straight for right now. And now we're gonna bend that back leg. And switch, other leg all the way back, keep it straight. And now bend that back leg. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, we're gonna do a posterior chain sweep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a foot, we're gonna put it out in front of us, toes up. We're gonna bring arms back, we're gonna sweep up, and we're gonna switch feet. We're gonna go back and forth. Should feel a stretch all the way up the back of your leg. Legs, both sides. Hopefully you feel a stretch on both sides. I was gonna wear a Santa hat out here, but I thought, it's gonna get hot. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Hamstring circles, friends. So we're gonna lay one leg down flat. We're gonna bring our other leg in and pull it towards our chest. We're gonna flex that foot. We're gonna bring it up, point that toe, come down. Flex, up, point, down. So it almost looks as if our foot is kind of moving in a circular motion, hence the name. Other side, flex that foot. Three, 2, 1. And a pigeon. So we are going to bring a leg up underneath us or extend the other leg all the way back. You can stay up here. You can come down here. You can reach out in front, whatever feels good for you. I kind of like the stretch here while I'm on my forearms. And other leg. Ten more seconds. 2, 1. Nice job, friends. That completes our active recovery portion of this workout. And let's move on to cardio cardio. We're gonna do side to side pull down. So we're just going to bring that knee up. We're gonna come up and over into the other side. Already low impact. You can keep your foot closer to the ground. And then we're gonna do an inchworm. So at the end of our mat, we're gonna come all the way out. You can drop your knees if you need to. Walk it back. And all the way up. And then run and punching jack on 10. So we're just gonna run in place. And then on 10s, we're gonna go 1, 2. If you cannot jack, you're gonna tap out. You can always march 2 and if you can't run. And then we're gonna do a regular setup. So nothing fancy there. All right, start with that side to side pull down, friends. So I'm gonna share something with you all. This is the first year in many, many years, I believe, where I am not going to, at the beginning of the year, actively try to lose fat. I have done it every single year. If I'm being honest too, one, I really want to, right? Because I have been inchworm. I've been in a building phase for at this point, 170 days. And I'm just kind of tired of doing it. But I remember when I was picking the amount of days I was going to do this, I thought I need to push myself to do this past the new year, just to remind myself that I'm on my own timeline. And just because it's the new year doesn't mean I have to lose weight. Now, do I plan on doing a little bit of a cut once these 200 days are done? Yeah, I do. But I remember thinking like, it's okay. 3, 2, 1, nice job. Run, punching jack. Try to run in place. I remember thinking, it's okay if the beginning of the year comes and I'm not trying to lose weight. Now that we're getting closer to that time, oh, punch and jack. Struggling with that decision a bit, but I just keep reminding myself, you know, it's only 38 more days. 38 more days and then you can do whatever you want. But you have committed, oops, forgot to punch and jack. And again, sorry, I missed the 40. But I told myself, you know, whenever the 200 days are done, you can do whatever you want. So, punch and jack. Punch and jack. Anyway, today I was thinking, I want to share that with them just in case there's somebody else out there. 3, 2, 1 that's maybe, you know, in a place right now where we're just going to come all the way up into a sit-up and lower down. If you cannot do a sit-up, go ahead and just do a crunch, okay? In case there's someone else out there who is feeling the pressure to get started at the beginning of the year. And this is your reminder that even though it's not a bad time to refocus and, you know, push yourself and kind of, you know, get your mind on right. You don't have to. If you have a plan other than that, that is also okay. 2, 1, holy cow. Got very hot in here very fast. I was good with that heater until the cardio. if you are somebody who is ready to get after it at the beginning of the year and you are looking for the challenge or whatever it is that I'm going to put on at the beginning of the year, I have not posted it yet because in the past, when I have posted it around Christmas time or shortly before Christmas time, people don't see it. I think everybody's just so busy with Christmas that they don't check socials. And so I promise I will announce it soon. I pretty much have it done at this point, but I am going to wait until Christmas is over just to make sure everybody sees it and myself and my team is not having to repeat things several times. 3, 2, 1, and twirm. But I will tell you, the name is the Strong System, okay? And we will be focusing heavily on the systems we put in place that allow us to reach our goals. Over halfway done. Three, 2, 1, nice job. All right, let's go ahead and run in place. On the 10s, we're gonna do the punching jack. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Go. Again. One more time this round. And we're gonna do that in 2, 1. Finish it out with running. I'll let it get too hot. All right, come on down. We're gonna do sit-ups. Three, 2, 1, nice job. Whew, okay. Whoa, one more time. Move around a little bit, get in a few more steps. Doing okay on steps. Haven't gotten in a ton of movement today, but that's all right. Me and Em made some cookies because have to get ready for Santa, you know. We were not prepared, so we had to get ready for Santa. And it's just really enjoyable. So I decided to pull down to do that while watching Christmas movies, so that's what we did. 2, 1. Nice job. Inchworm out. Again, like I said, if you need to, you can always put your knees down, kind of roll back, stand up. Whatever you need to do, friends. One, nice job. I was gonna have time for another one. All right, let's go ahead and run in place. And let's do it. And again. Punch, punch. Just got a couple more here. And let's go, punch, punch. Punch, punch, and run it out, friends. Last little bit of cardio here. 2, 1, nice job. Come on down, we're gonna do a sit-up. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different for a weekend workout since we did active recovery all week. Not sure what that's gonna be yet, but I'm gonna try to switch it up a little bit for us. Two, 1. Nice job, friends. Go ahead and lay all the way down. Lay those legs down, hook those hands. We're gonna take a deep breath all the way in. And all the way out. Again, deep breath all the way in. And all the way out. One more time, deep breath in. And all the way out. All right, great job today, friends. Go ahead and take your picture, check in the community. And I will see you all tomorrow for our total body active recovery. See y'all then.